Greetings, everyone. You won't believe what recently took place in Britain, where hundreds of Indians gathered to celebrate their independence right in the heart of the country. Scooters honked, flags waved, and the streets were filled with people, all led by a Rolls-Royce. The sheer size of the crowd disrupted daily life, yet surprisingly, there seemed to be little police presence. This selective enforcement raises questions, and the footage we're about to show highlights some concerning events on our streets. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe to join our rapidly growing community. Let's dive into this. Here we are in Britain, where a large group of Indians is celebrating their independence, an ironic moment considering their means of celebration. Yes, they're riding through British streets in a Rolls-Royce, waving Indian flags, commemorating their independence from Britain. The streets are packed, traffic is blocked, and the noise is constant, like a never-ending carnival. And you may wonder, where are the police? If British citizens caused this much disruption, you'd bet law enforcement would be all over it. But let's roll the clip and see for ourselves. Music families are caught in the chaos, children sitting in car seats, just wanting to get home, trapped by a celebration that has no connection to them. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it feels like an invasion of public space. Yet where are the police? It seems they've been instructed to turn a blind eye, enforcing one set of rules for some and a different set for others. We've seen it before. British citizens voicing their concerns or protesting peacefully are met with fines, arrests, or even riot police. But here, there's no enforcement. Just imagine the frustration of regular Brits who only want peace after a long day, only to find themselves trapped by loud music and a celebration that doesn't involve them. And the problem doesn't end with this event. We're seeing a troubling pattern where these large gatherings happen more frequently without consideration for the local community. The aftermath, it's left for locals to clean up, the people whose lives were disrupted. This isn't just about a single event, it's a recurring issue that erodes the sense of community. And as the celebrators leave, heading back to their daily lives, it's the local residents who are left with the mess, tired, frustrated, and ignored. It's clear there's a serious problem with how our public spaces are managed. We have to ask ourselves, is this the Britain we want? A place where some can cause disruption without consequences, while others silently suffer. And just when you think it's over, there's another event. This time, a large Muslim festival. The streets are filled with people, Arabic music blaring, and women in hijabs. Again, this isn't about celebrating British culture. It feels like something completely foreign, far from what many of us grew up with. This isn't just a small neighborhood gathering. It's loud, disruptive, and feels disconnected from the local way of life. What's even more worrying is the lack of effort to integrate or respect the traditions of the host country. Imagine your neighborhood park or street being taken over by a loud celebration with no regard for those who live there and expect some peace. And once again, we have to ask, where are the police? If this were a British celebration, there would be officers ensuring everything was under control, keeping noise levels down, and maintaining public order. But here, not a single officer is in sight. Why? Are they afraid of being labeled intolerant or discriminatory? The message here goes beyond just having fun. It feels like a show of power, like a takeover of public spaces. This isn't diversity. It's about imposing one way of life over another, repeatedly. We're seeing similar scenes in our cities: loud music, large gatherings, and total disregard for those not participating. It feels like an intentional effort to carve out spaces where one culture dominates, pushing British customs and traditions to the background. These events aren't just cultural celebrations, they send a message of power, claiming the streets and public spaces with no regard for the communities they're affecting. It creates division, discontent, and leaves many feeling like strangers in their own country. This isn't about cultural exchange, it's about taking control without concern for the impact on others.